set to plug the controller in. Right. My door's still wide open. Hang on a second. Yeah. Sorry, try to keep that closed a bit. Just open just enough for my cat to walk through, but, yeah. I just left it open by accident. I keep the, I keep the PS3 in the other room. That's why. So I just took it out and put it away. It's such a mess of cables. It's going to be okay when I don't have as many streams where I'm, like, swapping back and forth. It's only because today I plan to, so, yeah. Anyway, actually, I just realised I'm thinking planned. Oh wait, no, today's Tuesday. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I was thinking today's Monday. I didn't stream yesterday because it was still Easter. Right, let's jam. As always, this game, I shit myself. Well, last time I did a little bit. I just need to make sure that it's still set to censored. Very quickly, let's merge in here. I actually wonder when this came out originally. I did look at the trophies, and apparently the trophies for this... Well, sorry, yeah, Nifty Center's on. The trophies for this are different compared to the achievements on Steam, so who knows. So we'll either do 1 or 2 chapters today. I think there's 5 chapters in total. Yeah. We did the prologue in chapter 1, and then there's chapter 2, chapter 3, and then we would have chapter 4, chapter 5 if I managed to do it that way. Which I would like to, but again, it just comes down to me not having an anxiety attack, which is the hard part. So let's jam. I took a brief... Oh, wait, what I was saying. I took a brief look at the trophies. The only difference is the Steam version has whole trophies associated with the Autopsy mode. Which is interesting.
Did this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
Money!
Oh, God. Oh, God. What am I supposed to do now?
I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my controller. I'm gonna use my other one for a little bit. The stick on this one's having a bit of drift. Not really drift. It's hard to describe what it is. It's not just a problem with the dead zone. So I'm just gonna use my other controller for a little while. It's still me. Because this one doesn't have it. Yeah, this one I normally use for other things. Anyway, shout out to Prongles. What are they? Bringles? Alright, anyway, let's go check on the money. But yeah, this game, just with the random stuff out my corner of the eye and whatever, is what sort of scares the crap out of me.
Fuck! What if it was Red Pete? Where?
Yeah, the guy who...
I need my pills.
I think killed your wife or whatever, went and broke into your house, totally.
Together.
It's the bathroom. Here it is. Give me drugs.
Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything?
It's the... what's the term for it? Is it the bystander complex?
Stephen.
It's the whole thing where you hear a... No, it's not the bystander complex. The bystander complex is where people see something and will record it through their phone and not actually do anything, but also I forgot to hit record. God damn it. That's fine. This isn't going to be very long anyway. I'll just do it the other way. Actually, before I forget... Let me fix this up. Just moving the other recording over. Okay. Super Deluxe. What was I saying? Yeah, no, it's not the bystander complex. That's that one. There's one... Man murder old lady. Lone survivor worried about his wailing mother. As you would be. It's one where you don't call the police because you think in your head like, oh, someone else will do it, so you don't bother. It has a name. I don't remember the name, but that's what I'm thinking of anyway. Steven, here we go. I don't know how common wireless wireless home phones were in 1991, but good on him for having one. And also shout out to Coral Sonic.
Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone say anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me.
I assume that's what you do if someone breaks in. Like, even if they're not there anymore, you still call the police. They might be able to find something.
Alright.
And then you call your insurance, and then they don't pay you anything.
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some stupid joke. Only money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box?
Yeah, how'd they know to look? Well, I guess they did trash the whole place,
Listen,
so
I can come over. I have the key.
they were probably looking for
Drop
something.
by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
I mean, I'd still call the police over any amount of money that was stolen from me. Actually, maybe not any amount. If it's $5, maybe not.
Whoever did this may be watching.
$50, yeah.
Anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care.
Although, actually, I don't know if they can do anything. What's the... It differs from country to country, but based on... It's like a certain amount of money stolen. Like, it's based on the amount of product or whatever is where it isn't a crime. Well, it is a crime, but it's whether it's a felony, but I don't know what the... I don't know. We don't have felonies in that here, in a way.
Where to start?
It's all different here. Clean up the apartment. Sure. Pizza.
To be honest, I could. There you go.
Oh, I just click on everything. That's easy enough.
I'm glad this didn't break.
Shout out to the TV. Oh man, that takes me back. That old, like, green thing for the sound for when you turn up the volume. Man. That takes me back. I say that as if I'm old. I mean, 99 I was born, but we still had those TVs, like, ones that did that. That had that little, like, thing, but yeah.
I should pack this thing away. Now I'm sure Alice's family should really have some of these. That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted.
Well, yeah, you've just done a full day of work. Cutting open bodies and stuff. Mister, I'll get the rest in the morning. Oh, there we go, we can up Justice Department. Do you have to do that? Some of these are missable. I did find that out.
I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
Oh, that's disgusting. Just a bowl of spaghetti on the floor next to your bed. You're gonna get rats.
I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check.
So do I close this? No? Okay.
Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
Yeah, those are a good thing to take. Can I close this window? No, it's already closed. Never mind. Ignore me. What kind of medicine is it that's bright red like
I feel
that?
like it takes me forever to finish these things. Time to go. Remember to close the door properly,
Lift
Jack.
is this way.
I'll ask the neighbors tomorrow if they saw anything suspicious. Oh shit. Almost left the door open.
Oh. Good point. I did make sure to close it yesterday. Or last time. I forgot this time. Where are we? Floor. Hello? Why aren't you working? There we go.
I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Ah, look, a ghost. Nothing to do here. Wait, what? Well, I'm on the top floor. What? I hit F. So I just realised I was hitting square there trying to press buttons. Okay, what's going on with this? was hitting square because again I'm thinking of what's it called? Spirit Fair, which I've been playing. Okay, take me to the floor. Okay. Where am I? I'm so confused. I'm taking the stairs. R.I.P. Well, good for them. The lift's not working. I don't know what's up with it. Here we are. What a strange entrance and exit. You know what? I should close this door. It's polite. Alright, to work.
Maybe a bit optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
Yes. Although you're American, so it's gonna be not. It's gonna be weird, dumb, shit drip coffee. Why is it always dark here? What time do you start?
I'm exhausted.
It was bright when we left.
I wonder who Stephen brought in today.
I don't know, something that's gonna scare the shit out of me just because
Good
random
morning,
weird
Mr.
trouble
Ridley.
happened.
No.
Oh, good.
Here yet?
Lovely. Now it's even spookier
I'll
for
deal
me.
with Adam. I hope he... Oh, come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room.
I don't think Oh, good laughter.
Almost there.
I haven't had any coffee or anything, so I'm less
Now for the top
uppy,
part.
if that makes sense.
The
Up.
body
So
gets
it might
moved.
help my anxiety with this.
Where's Ridley when you need him?
Alright. Put the body on there. That would be annoying and difficult because they are
Gloves
heavy.
and my apron. Then I can get to
Oh,
work.
right, yes, gloves. Oh, I need the apron first. Is that in here? There it is. What's this thing?
It's been a
Oh,
while
it's that thing.
since the eye
Eye
wash.
cleaner.
I'm going to need my tape recorder for this.
Oh, here we are. Yo, a dictaphone!
Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m.
Okay, what
Led
do we
by
have?
Dr. Jack. Begin by verifying the identity of the Jane Doe.
Well, you can't really identify him if they're a Jane Doe.
It's most likely
They were found in a manhole.
age 35. Found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea. Reported missing for a week. It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Barbara was
that's
placed
rough.
on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of her common-law partner, Richard Benson, professional truck driver.
He did it!
The last person who had contact
Occam's
with the
razor.
deceased.
The simplest answer is always correct, and 90 times out of 100, it's usually the husband or
Then we'll see
the
who has
boyfriend.
the last laugh. Nice one. Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner
That
was
house there does not match the floor plans. Unless that's not where she was found.
around. Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange.
Oh, that's the part that I'd hate. It's like the Lisa Lamb case. Yeah, Lisa Lamb, she's the one that was found in the Cecil Hotel's water.
I proceed
Yeah.
to open the bag. And the most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
Ew.
That could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin. The deceased was found. One shoe was missing. I'm
Oh,
going to need the camera to
apparently she was
document
missing a
all
shoe. I don't know,
possible
I just hit
suspicious
buttons.
marks.
Alright, photo camera. Here it is. Yo, donut! Can we have the Simpson donut?
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem. The skin of the deceased appears very delicate,
General photo.
smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely
Alright.
pale.
Well, let's see. First of all, the face. How do I... There we are.
There are bruises.
She's missing an
and bruises
eye.
on the neck. These usually occur due to increased
How
inhalation
did that happen?
when fighting to breathe underwater.
Anything on the arms? The fingers are odd. There's got to be something with this missing eye, right? Come on, right? No? Really? Nothing? Alright. What are we looking at? She got frostbite as well?
The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
Yeah. Washerwoman skin, I've never heard that. It just reminds me of trench foot, which is a very similar thing. How about her fingers? Same deal? Nope. Alright, back over here. Oh.
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
We've got some marks here.
Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body.
But what
That
are
is,
they?
On the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
It's just from, like, the water? I'm surprised we can't look at the fingers. They'll have the same problem as the toes did, or the feet. Maybe on the direct soles of the feet. No, nothing. Okay. It's so creepy doing this. This part's the creepiest for me. I don't know. I just feel.
There are some obvious
I feel
scratches
weird.
on the skin.
I'm gonna take the photos. All right. Thankfully they're censored. Otherwise, it'd be even creepier. Anything with her head? No. I mean. So there's blood in her ears. Probably just water. And you know, missing an eye, but apparently that means nothing. What else is there? Oh, they're not up there yet. Okay, let's just slowly pan over the body. It's hard to do because this game is a bit weird with the... Okay, I just want to show this off. I am moving the stick, it's doing nothing, and then all of a sudden, bam. It's a bit... Yeah. We did a general photo. It's not bugged or anything, because I feel like we've taken 6. Oh, there we go. There is something with the hands. I was right.
The skin on the hands can be easily
I
separated
was right.
from the body.
I just was in the wrong
Separation
spot.
takes the form of a glove.
That's called degloving. It's an actual thing.
So, after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this.
Alright, I'm scared to turn around. Let's see.
Today's date. The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Alright. The area is concerned with the amount of fungus, right, of course. Where is it? There it is.
Where to start? We see thick, white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema.
Which means she
Foam
was
is a
put in the water
characteristic
while she was
of death due to
alive.
drowning. There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
Why is she missing an eye? That's the part I'm still baffled by. Hello?
No
we
obvious
go.
signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh.
But that just comes from being
Fingers
submerged in
lost their
water.
nails. The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism.
Cool. And on
Yep,
the thigh.
pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of
Liver
blood in
mortis?
veins.
Never heard of that. And then, this.
Due to the
Trench
fact
foot.
that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
Again, I just know it is trench foot.
Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a pattern. I'd better note that down in the records.
Alright. Missing an eye.
Neck and foaming at the mouth.
Apparently doesn't matter.
People.
Typical signs of drowning, bruises and hemorrhages in the neck from trying to catch breath underwater, mushroom of foam coming out of the mouth, pulmonary edema.
Those abrasions appear relatively fresh.
I thought edema was spelled with an
No
O
hue
at
in
the
the
start.
scarring is visible.
Intravital scratches on the arm and back, no signs of wound healing.
Hands heavily wrinkled from submersion in water.
Skin wrinkled from being in the water for a long time. Typical washerwoman's skin. Some nails are missing. There are no signs of struggle on the hands. I know why it's also called that, because your hands, of course, they get wrinkly and pruny when they're in water for a long time. And if you're washing water, or if you're washing, like, clothing or whatever, constantly as your job, as the old profession, usually women, hence washerwomen, your hands are going to look that way. Is there anything here? Yes, there was. Yes, this one.
There doesn't seem to be anything unusual.
Distinct post-mortem stains, purple bluish red hue. The distribution indicates a long time of rest on the back. No signs of poisoning. The thigh.
Spots are caused by blood.
Distinct post-mortem stains, purple bluish red hue. The distribution indicates a long time of rest on the back. No signs of poisoning. And feet wrinkled in better condition than hands. Washerwoman's skin. No scratches or wounds. Possible death cause. RG number 1. She drowned.
The question is, was drowning an accident or of suicidal intent? Maybe it's just a
third-party involvement,
or maybe the result of a fight and being pushed into a well. Fortunately, the skin on the hands didn't fall off. Otherwise, I'd have trouble identifying the deceased.
I don't know if you can get fingerprints from them if they're that wrinkled.
Suggests that the victim was
You'd have a better chance probably getting dental records. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, nor a coroner, nor a pathologist.
Cyanides or nitrates. However, this is not the case here.
Hang on, someone messaging. Nothing important. Well, I did have a message, but it's nothing
simple
important.
trip, loss of balance, and
You think it was a
as
fall?
result, before I begin the dissection,
Alright.
I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct.
Oh,
The suitcase with the
fingerprint
fingerprint
examination.
should be around here somewhere.
this is new.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person. With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the
Glycerin.
hands and the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible.
Okay then.
I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will
Focus the
find
someone's hand, inject glycerin
is
into the
injected
fingertips.
successively between the nail and the skin of each finger.
So, there was something I saw which was a bit creepy. I don't know if they ever have to do this. It was from, it's from SVU. They had a hand, but they had fingerprints on it, but to get it, they basically cut the fingertips off, and with someone wearing gloves, basically they put it over their own finger to press down so they can get the right amount of force to get a proper to get a proper view of them. I don't know if that's normal procedure. I am talking about a television show, but still thought I'd mention that fact. Well, that. Getting there. This definitely is a game that was made for mouse and has been later shoehorned into a way to work with the controller, because it doesn't work too well with the controller.
Now I take a brush.
I would almost recommend,
taut and elastic. Can you use ink?
I would almost recommend use a mouse and keyboard for this.
In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print.
Yes, that's sort of
I'll use
what I was
the fax
referencing.
machine to add the print into the system.
Oh boy, fax! Because we're in 1991.
Button and
Don't make that great fun noise. There it goes. Shout out to Pablo Sonic. Why are they all different versions of Panasonic? Pablo Sonic.
I'll run the
Pono
prints
Sonic.
against the police database.
There was another one. Why? Alright.
Great. The data is there.
Oh, we're gonna surf the web, everybody. The World Wide Web? Yeah, the computers were not that fast.
And find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun.
Drag all comparison points to the fingerprint. Yes, they're called minutia.
One more. Let's check for matches.
I had to do this in a CSI game. No match.
This is not our Jane Doe.
Yeah, I can tell it wasn't. This is it.
Easier way to do this.
I think I need to go through more of them. Should have just checked more closely to the right to the way it looked. But yeah, this is it.
And we have a result.
There we go.
Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So,
Harper
as
Lloyd.
predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll break this.
Can I scroll this down?
Medical records.
I can. We can read about it. Let's see. 23rd of the 11th, 1989. Petty theft and disorderly conduct. Participation in a fight under the influence of drugs. Fined. 15th of the 2nd, 1990. Low-level shoplifting. Fined. 26th of the 3rd, 1990. Disorderly conduct. Nuisance and vandalism. Warning ticket. 4th of the 4th, 1990. Low-level shoplifting. Fined. 2nd of the 1st, 1991. Disorderly conduct. Nuisance and aggressive behaviour under the influence of alcohol. Fined. 15th of the 8th, 1991. Disorderly conduct, aggressive behaviour, nuisance and vandalism, warning ticket. 25th of the 9th, 1991. Disorderly conduct, nuisance and vandalism, warning ticket. 28th of the 9th, 1991. Disorderly conduct, aggressive behaviour under the influence of alcohol. Fined. 30th of the 9th, 1991. Death. But who updated that? Was it us? Alright. Oh, I've already printed it.
Great. Now we can go back.
Woman
to
from the well.
inspection.
There we are. Oh, this is all the information I already read. Wonderful.
I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Oh,
If
delightful.
the victim was alive
Right
when
through
she
the
entered
nose.
well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life.
That's boring.
Diatoms.
Come on, I could have done a thing where it goes up close and you actually like have to stick it up the nose and then do it that way. Nah, gotta be boring.
In the
Kind of
meantime,
fun.
I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that
microscope's
these
over
algae traces will be found in the samples
here,
taken
never
from
mind.
the well where police found the body. Now I need to adjust.
I
the
hated
image
using a
properly
microscope in
and
school.
place the diatom in the center of the slide. Diatoms are single-celled microscopic algae.
How do I use it? How do I...
The aperture still needs adjustment. The image is too dark.
Oh, here we
I
go.
won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if
Right,
I'm dealing
okay.
with a large concentration of these algae.
Now, brightness.
I'm finally starting to... The aperture still... Oh. Nah. Too much light. I
Too
won't
much?
be able to see the diatom. Oh. I'm finally starting to see something here. The aperture still needs adjustment. Oh. I'm finally starting to see
Oh,
something
right, okay,
here.
now focus.
It's not a dirty... And perfect.
There we are. No, it's still a bit blurry.
It's... And perfect.
Apparently that's perfect. Sure, whatever you say.
Nah. Oh. I'm finally starting to see something here.
Okay. Yep, there's stuff. There are 40 bits. What am I looking for? Diatoms. What are diatoms? Do I need to change the zoom?
I won't even notice an army of...
There we go.
Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration. It's not a... And perfect.
So this is perfect, and it says the brightness is okay apparently, but... Do I need to click on them, or...? I'm a bit unsure what to look for. Like, do we just have to look through the whole thing, and then eventually it's like, yep, that's diatoms. Can I focus a bit here?
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus.
I don't know, it looks more focused there.
And perfect. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid. And perfect.
See, this seems more focused. I can actually see more crap.
But rather a bad focus. And perfect. Nah, too much light. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. The aperture still needs adjustment. The image is too dark. Oh, I'm finally.
So does that mean that's the right spot?
Nah,
Then he says it's too
much
bright.
light. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
There we go, there's a lot of stuff. Come on. Come on. It also doesn't help that I don't know what I'm looking for. It just says diatoms, but I don't know what those are. I assume it's this crap. Come on. I don't have to click on anything. If I do, it's not working. And I can't walk away from this either. Won't let me. I've tried. I'll give this another minute. Oh, hang on. That's different.
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. The
Aha.
upper part, Epitheca, which overlaps the lower, Hypotheca, is clearly visible.
Okay. That's what I
The
needed.
presence of
That
diatoms
was
in
easy.
the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive
Back
when
to the
she
bottom.
fell into the water, and was possible. Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
He said hypothesis, but the subtitle just said thesis. No external indications for in-depth brain examination. Fluid was collected for an analysis for the presence of diatoms. The amount of diatoms found in the liquid indicates that the victim was still conscious when she entered the water.
I can finally get to the practical part.
What do you mean, the practical part? You tell me none of this was practical? You just stuck a needle in her nose and then took fluid out and looked at it under a microscope. Sounds pretty damn practical to me. I am horrible with this syringe, well, yeah, I'm very bad with this. This isn't a syringe, it's a scalpel. There we go. Alright. There we go. Where do I grab? There we go.
You can immediately see a very
And there we
mild
go.
swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested. It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If
I have to look for this
present in the
fucking
lungs,
thing again.
this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs and proceed to their exam. Taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition,
Okay, and I don't think you're meant to pick up the organs and just
and as a
with them,
result,
but I do.
we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema
Oh, right, yeah.
itself.
There it is.
Clear how far it's
Lung
progressed,
tissue lacking
which is characteristic of
elasticity
gravity.
with advanced emphysema, so she's a smoker.
Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However,
I need a bucket.
can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology.
Lovely, and now someone's gonna spook me. Storage room that's the office. This is it. No, that's the bathroom. Where's your storage room? This one. I found a bucket.
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
How's he saying who? Is he talking about his favorite? Oh, the paint. I thought was he talking about his favorite band or something. I don't know if there's anyone who would say that Who's their favorite band. Maybe. I actually don't know if I've ever listened to them. Of a lab sink. Isn't this the lab? Yes, laboratory.
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide.
Oh, delightful.
The water should be at room temperature.
Does the temperature really matter? There's no water. There it is. Suddenly there's water.
You have to place the lungs in a container of water.
Oh,
This
okay
checks
then.
if there's air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
nope. No, thank you. None of that.
Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released
Once
during
again, just
decomposition could also
wiggle
be
little
false
organs,
results.
because why not?
In this case, however,
I hate
it's about something else.
It's shit like that. It's other stuff I'm fine. It's just that kind I'm not a fan of. That's why I wouldn't be able to do
I
that
have to
mortuary
place the
assistant.
lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface.
Just dunk them in there. And they're sinking.
Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily.
Alright.
Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater.
Again, this is how I
but it
look
could
when I'm
also
trying
be
to
a result
not
of
look
bacterial
directly at the
infections or
screen,
cancer, so further investigation is needed.
but also have to pay attention. Alright. Dissection.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased.
Oh, there
You
it
can
is.
hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is...
Yeah, honestly, this guy, if he's got this bad anxiety, that he's having anxiety attacks like this, he should not be having this job if this is what's causing him to suffer from them.
All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope.
Okay, where did we
If
get
find
fluid from?
20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and our result is not false positive due to possible contaminations. Let's see. I won't even notice an army of the aperture. Oh, I'm finally starting to see some hits. And perfect.
Okay. Oh, well, I found him straight away this time.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them. I'll make a note of all this.
Alright, back to the
So
autopsy.
far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear. from
Well,
the
I mean,
beginning that
we
it's
don't know who
chronic.
did it.
Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway.
Cross-sectional analysis showed that the lung parenchyma, I don't know how that is, was pale with small hemorrhaging foci. Lung examination indicates wet drowning. Moreover, microscopic analysis revealed a large amount of diatoms in the liquid.
So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove it for inspection.
Hello, heart.
Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis, the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
Heart without signs of disease, strongly developed putrefactive hemolysis resulted from drowning.
I move on to the next organ.
What's
This
next?
time, it's the liver.
The liver is this one. That's the stomach,
It's
isn't it? No, it is the
immediately
liver.
apparent that the deceased didn't care for herself. Like most organs, her liver is enlarged and severely congested. The beginnings of cirrhosis are
The
visible.
liver is enlarged, heavily congested at the beginning of cirrhosis is visible.
I transfer
Just me just having a good time.
and proceed to dissect.
Oh, I'm dissecting it, of course.
The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins, and many small... I must admit that
Oh.
this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased.
Yes.
Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have...
Normally
noticed
cirrhosis
the
is much
veins.
later in life. Liver indurated with markedly dilated veins, alcoholic cirrhosis.
I move on to the stomach.
Is there any other form of liver cirrhosis that isn't from alcohol? God, we're still selecting more diatoms, for God's sakes.
It
I mean,
looks
they have to be
very
thorough.
turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases.
Seems fine to me.
I transfer to the board.
What damage?
carefully
There is no
open it,
damage.
Checking the contents.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Oh. And the stomach.
One thing you'd never get used to is how much this desk smells.
I was gonna say, this would stink as well. Like this in particular. She's been soaking in there.
The stomach is full of fluid, so let's check the diatoms. Again, a centrifuge for a change. The problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs, homicide, or some accident. Such an analysis requires viewing from different angles and a careful interpretation of the collected data, including those from the field. That's why it's so important to collect as many samples as possible.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
That scared me.
Must have been nothing.
We take some pills. There we go.
I've already taken my pills.
But,
not looking to overdose.
But why not? Ooh, a hairbrush. Okay. Right.
Okay, this is one last little sample.
It's only the one. Alright, what is it? That's alcohol, barbiturates, diatoms. 35 minutes to 25%. Heavens, it's a long time. At what speed? 25%. Very slow. And off it goes.
Seems to be set up and ready to go.
Give me that.
None. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police.
Okay.
I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the
Where's
fluid
the rack?
and water in
It's
Chelsea
in the...
as well.
Yeah, it's back in the lab. Great. I especially love this, having to walk between all these rooms. It doesn't scare me or anything. It doesn't almost trigger an anxiety attack in me. Nah. If I weren't streaming it, it wouldn't be as bad, because I'd have other stuff I can distract myself with, but yeah.
Fine.
Alright. Hello? Trying to turn it. There we go. And there we are. 3 mils.
Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn.
Ah, there we are. I pressed up. Couldn't remember the button. Yep, that's stuff.
Yes, the water sample matches the one provided by the police. Well, the results are quite clear.
The hell is that stuff?
It would be a more interesting case.
Aspirin? Alright. Back to the autopsy. Stomach is filled, unidentified organic matter.
Analysis indicates the same origin.
Stomach section revealed fluid along with undigested organic matter. No blood or drugs were detected, so we just need to check this again. It's about packages I have coming.
There's little left to do. I'm going to check. Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection.
Oh, we're not just gonna reach it out? Okay. We're not just gonna reach in and grab it that way?
I dissect the trachea and open the organ. Inside,
Oh.
I find a wedding ring. This is interesting. Let me look at it. Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside.
13th of the 9th,
There's
1980.
engraving inside. What the fuck? But this is my ring.
Oh.
Alice's ring.
Oh, maybe put it in there by accident. Right, Alice's wedding ring.
But how did it...
Let's go take our
But it
meds.
should be at home. I have it. At home. It's...
Yeah, that's enough, calm down.
I have to check this out. Where are my meds?
I'm getting there. You should keep them on your on you at all times.
My meds.
Maybe try doing that. Can I take more?
I've already taken my pills. Not looking to overdose.
Okay. Well, I've taken the pills. What do I do next? What do I do? I think it's a bit broken, maybe. It might have broken because I went too fast. Like, I got here
I've already
and
taken
took
my
them.
pills. Not looking to overdose.
Maybe we just need to leave? See what happens if I leave. Nope. No? Okay. I don't have to redo everything. Let's go back to the body. Let's see if maybe then he starts writing stuff up. Maybe he's calmed down now. I don't know why I can click on here again. Let's go in our office.
You won't be needed for the next few months.
What's this?
Awful. It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine.
I think I broke it by walking in here too fast.
Jesus
Oh, there we go.
Christ.
Now it's working.
Hope these all make it go away.
There we go.
I have to check the apartment. It can't be.
Right.
Mr. Ridley.
He was. Oh, wait, you see it now.
Mr. Ridley!
What's all the ruckus?
I need to go home. Immediately.
What? Now?
He's having a panic attack. I understand it.
Have you
I've
seen
been.
anyone here this morning? Anybody suspicious?
Oh, there was no one. Dorothy was, but only for a moment, then she left. What's wrong with you, Hammond?
Okay. Thanks.
What about the corpse?
I'll come back, I promise.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Door. I'm hitting square. Because in Spiritfarer you hit square for everything, so I'm playing a lot of that in my spare time. Trying to get that platinum.
I have to
It's really
check this
good.
out.
But I'm just now trying to hit square for anything I do. Pardon me.
This. Please.
What'll be with her stuff?
Please be there. It can't be her wedding ring. It's not here. It's not here.
Okay.
I need to go.
That's certainly odd.
This is sick. Fuck. Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
Ah, you know,
took
we
the
just found
ring.
our
What?
wife's wedding ring in a drowned body.
Ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that. I don't know. I was jittery. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
I'd be scared to sleep alone, especially up after, you know, someone broke into my house, even if I wasn't there when it
In
happened.
the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you
Like one
understand?
does.
I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
What?
I don't
I don't blame that response. What? I don't know how I respond either.
He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. This is going to happen. I didn't make it up.
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on.
It's 1991. Mobile phones aren't really a thing. Well, they are, but they're not.
God, what now?
It's not many, and they're large.
Okay, I need a drink.
Alcohol.
Jesus.
The cure to all life's problems.
What's going on?
Ah, yes, non-denomination Jack Daniels. There is no liquid in that bottle. Is it gonna just teleport in there, like, in the... No, it's just empty. Great job. Animating liquid, that costs money. Oh, now there's liquid in the bottle, looks like. There's just nothing in the glass, though.
Yep.
Mind over matter. You think you're getting drunk, and then you get drunk for free.
Okay. Yep.
Also, you should never mix anti-anxiety medication and alcohol.
Okay.
It's very bad to do. Finish chapter 2. Alright, I should be okay to do one more chapter. Like I said, they are all going to come down to just how I am with anxiety.
These reports.
I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm just going to quickly go check something, and I'll be back in a moment, and then we will continue for one more chapter. I got like 80 messages to go through when I'm finished. It's all just stuff about packages I've got arriving. Because they're so stupid the way they are. Nothing like warm beer. I had none in the fridge. It's not beer, it's Guinness. But I'm going to start the glass. I had none in the fridge. I was like, fuck. So I decided to pour one so it's just warm still. Alright, we'll do one more chapter today.
It's time to go to work.
Still got the same spaghetti and meatballs right by your bed. If by chapter 5 I don't see ants there when we wake up, this game is highly inaccurate.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's kind of cleaned up, at least.
Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was...
Does the game sound super quiet to anyone else? I just tried turning up on my end.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's just my headphones or what.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay. Nothing new. I, had a few days off.
Hey, welcome back.
That's nice. Then...
How you doing?
Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well...
I hope it's not the ring, because we found that in someone's lungs.
The photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient.
It's in time, Moana, to see me be...
And I thought...
suffer from anxiety.
Forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills.
That's all good. I'm only doing one more chapter of this one anyway. It'll bring the full stream time to basically around 4 hours anyway. At least over 3 hours. Because I have anxiety, a game like this, which I really like this game, I'm curious about it more. But because it caused me anxiety, I can only play it for a little bit at a time.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter.
Otherwise, I get
Then I'll try.
close to a full-blown panic attack.
Maybe I'll...
Which no one wants to see, and I don't want to have on stream.
Could you?
But it is a good game.
It would be great if you could.
Not amazing, but it's interesting.
Yes.
I like the concept.
I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
It's kind of a shame that there's none of the
This is
trophies
the address.
in this, like the ones for the Steam achievements. Since some of those, like, they involve playing a bunch of the autopsy only mode, which seems really fun. I took a little look at it. It's basically you just do autopsies, and the whole thing is you have to find the cause of death with being as invasive as possible. Okay, take the trash out. I walk to the trash. No, not that trash, but this trash.
Ugh.
Not the other trash.
So wet.
Right, now is the lift going to work this time, or is it going to have a panic attack again?
Oh shit. Almost left the door open.
Oh. I'm not used to having to close doors in games. Damn it, lift! Get back here. Right. Oh my goodness.
I shouldn't be this tired.
Okay. That is definitely a sign of anxiety and other things, but extreme tiredness is a common one. Just constantly feeling tired. Baby. I mean, there's other things as well that can cause you to be feeling tired all the time, but anxiety is another one. Depression's another one. Okay, what dumpster? Clearly not these. Oh, that one. Nice.
You disgust me.
Who was that? Someone said I discussed them? Well, I mean... okay, maybe. No, you're right. I'm joking. Oh! Great.
I wonder
Broken
if
bottle.
Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. I actually hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday.
Oh, it's getting warm in this room now. The rain has stopped and the sun's out, so now it's just feeling a bit muggy. Oh, it's just outside. Oh, that's nice. It's not as dark right now.
Why do I like sleeping so much?
It's a bit overcast, but, you know.
Huh?
That's just a normal scream, you know. That's just the Louisiana Scream Woman.
Good afternoon.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling it to the dissection room will be invigorating enough for you.
So whose job is it to move it? Does
Missed our
he
friend
kind of made
and
a point about
helpful
Ridley
you
not
are.
moving it, but is Ridley even allowed legally or qualified to move this body? What's this say? Hold on, man. If you leave the autopsy mess again and go home, I'll put it all in your car, I promise. Is that because we left yesterday? I wonder if that's why that's there.
I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing
Oh,
on
right.
something will do me some good. Christ, this one's heavy.
God, I wonder the stuff that morticians or whatever say about bodies. Do they ever crack jokes about them?
Hey,
They
Mr.
might.
Ridley, I need help.
Who's going to
Flip this
complain?
back
The dead
myself.
can't speak.
Ridley! Ugh, what's it
Alright, see you, Moana. Have a good one.
At least I can
Thanks for
start.
stopping by. Alright, need my gloves.
A new package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it.
Who's Dorothy?
I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh.
Oh, voice recorder.
And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991. 5:14 p.m. Conducted by Dr. Jack Hanman.
Oh, doy. I'm trying to open the body bag first.
James Evans Jr.
He was a prisoner.
Also known as Jesse. Age about 30. Weight 130.
I never heard of
kilograms.
James called Jesse. I've heard plenty of Jameses called
130
Jimmys.
Centimeters.
130
Evans
kilos.
previously
Ooh, he's a
been
big boy.
convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies, and drug trafficking. There were also attempts to accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area.
The Foot Clan? What criminal group?
Burglaries in the New Orleans area.
Damn, he is tall as well. Because that didn't...
It's
That'd have to be in
another
centimeters, right?
coincidence.
180 I actually don't know how they do them in America.
The body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near
Dog
Petersville.
tags. Was
The
he
dogs
a...
picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy.
Was he in the military?
The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days. Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves.
Hey, sometimes that's enough. Unless they're looking.
Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start.
I'm
putting
sure
it
it's
in the
fine.
bag.
Oh!
Oh fuck! I didn't expect this level of mutilation.
Well, no, yeah, okay, that caught me off guard.
I'll check
Huh.
through the bag the police left.
No head. What table? Then it comes to the bag on the table. What table? Oh, here we are. Oh, was the head in here?
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes.
Nope, there's a leather strap.
Leather
a belt.
You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time. Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans.
Okay.
Certainly not my style.
I'll wiggle the belt as well.
Traces of blood and plasma.
Woo. You shouldn't let me have fun like
To
this
stop
game.
or reduce bleeding. Is this?
What, is it your belt?
Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline.
Makes sense, his head was cut off.
Decapitation. I would expect a larger stain, reaching much further. Mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the
What's
perpetrator
that?
just pulled his shirt over his head. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ectasis.
was gonna say, it looks like a scale.
This could point to an animal being
We are in
responsible.
Louisiana. An alligator might have taken the head off. I don't know why. They don't really eat people. They will if
The
needed, but
bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body.
there's something in his
Deceased must
pocket.
traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Heavens must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground.
And what have we got here?
A lighter.
That's a letter.
engraved
Police
with a
department.
police It looks somehow.
For a partner in crime.
It's probably a coincidence.
Hmm. Is there more? Must mean something I missed. No? Front pocket maybe? No? All the blood and dirt stains. Maybe I stuffed up the belt because I was playing around with it, because he did make a comment, and there was something to it, but I hope I didn't break it again. How about the back pockets? Anything? Oh, hang on, there's something here.
And here, another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The
Okay.
only thing okay, I'll take a look at the scales.
Nature
Seems
Atlas.
too different.
Give me a second, I'm going to do something about this heat, because it's getting a bit warm in here. I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. Like I said, it was just getting a bit warm in here. Wait a minute, why do I have this plugged in? I think I took this and plugged it in, didn't need to. So I want to say it's fully charged. Go there.
Dorothy once
Okay,
brought
Nature
an animal
Atlas.
encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an
I tried
accident while
walking into the
transporting
door. Can I open the window?
animals.
No.
Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with
Actually, hang on,
that
it's
case.
we're not there. There we go. I was going to say it's
Did
not in the
the
drawer there.
Or did one of the animals he was transporting
Analysis of Animal Traces in Forensics,
They
edited by
talked
Michael
about
K.
animals.
Bone.
People
Well,
were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab them. Okay, the book.
it's another screaming noise again. Oh. That's just the Louisiana Screamer. You know, everyone knows her. Reptiles. Well, this page.
Local wild.
There we are, alligators. What I was thinking
I'll
of. Okay.
find something here.
How do I select element and then drag object? There we go, and then.
Oh,
There we
that
go.
was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Oh yeah, you were in Louisiana.
Not this area. Nile crocodile.
Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry.
Worshipped as a
Yeah,
god
alligator
in Egypt.
Mississippiensis. I think
just
that's
by
what it
kids
is.
at the
Mississippi.
zoo.
What's this? Alligator sinensis? It's what it meant to be. Maybe it's sinensis because it's in China. Crocodilius nilodicus.
What kind is this?
Crocodilius colorosus. That might be it.
Oh yes.
That's what we have.
This turtle turned out to be.
Yeah, I had a feeling it's probably
Ripped
going to be a
off the guy's
snapping
wrist
turtle.
and tore him in a few other places. Aggressive beast.
Calidra serpentina. That's Komodo dragon. Varanus commodus. But what do I select here?
I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chapter.
Wait, really? Oh. Wait. Are you telling me we think it's this?
An interesting
No.
pattern. Very diverse. But that's not the... No way.
Huh.
I would expect something local?
That's why I was surprised. That's why I was thinking a snapping turtle.
An animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased.
An African
or one
crocodile.
of them attacked him.
Somehow here in
I'll examine the
Louisiana.
body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces. Ugh, Christ. Why am I so tired?
Why is the November
Nice.
page of the calendar got a
What's it
jack-o'-lantern? It's November,
the
not
pictures.
October.
I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time.
I feel like if you're a coroner, or, whatever, I feel like you have to... Part of you has to be happy when you have cases like this, because at least there's something different and
The
fun.
deceased skin is smooth.
I mean,
This
what else
suggests
do you have to
the
live for in
stage
your
of
job?
decomposition of the corpse.
Gee, I wonder what could potentially... Well, let's go and look at the fly in the ointment.
No head.
He's got no head.
That's not hard to miss.
Alright, he's got abrasions on his chest.
This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
He's got bone exposed here.
It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound.
Which again could point to the crocodile. Here we go, more abrasions.
Nasty.
He's missing his penis. That could also point to wildlife. So, a lot of wildlife, this is just the truth, when they do eat people, hey DJ, just in time for me to talk about how animals will eat a penis. They go for the fleshiest parts of the body, which, on males, is the genitals. In fact... Nope, apparently we don't need to take a photo of that. I wonder if that's there because of the whole
Such a wound could not
nudity
have occurred
sensor.
during the victim's lifetime.
How you doing today, DJ?
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being...
How does it sound? Is it too quiet, or is it just on my end it sounds quiet? Because it's definitely sounding very quiet this chapter, and I don't know whether it's just a thing with my headphones. What, those ligature marks?
Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that.
They are indeed ligature
Some
marks.
sort of attack or kidnapping.
Okay, that's clearly a crocodile, or an alligator.
Oh, and as expected, there's a bite.
Yeah, the game. Is the game too quiet? Oh, we got another one.
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these folk. It seems that this case will have to be divided into several threads.
You can't tell? No.
Like torn meat. But I can't tell from the folk. I wonder whether
The main thing of the game is more so just the stuff happening and solving the puzzles.
I
It's
have some suspicions about these marks.
and there's subtitles, so it's not too bad. He is very quiet, but yeah, I might up it a slight bit. I'll put it to 0.5. Oh, the bite mark. Where's that one? This one.
This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the
To the fax machine!
identify the
Shout out to the
I
90s.
just need to make it. I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down.
And there we go.
At university.
What an amazing machine the fax machine was.
Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil.
Alright, so I'm guessing I've got to
and
go
I can check these in
to the office. Okay.
encyclopedia.
This seems like a fun one.
Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh.
Why is it dark in here?
I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
Oh,
Pathology. How to combine the hands of a surgeon, the passion for a good mystery, and an exceptionally strong stomach. Medical University diploma.
I've actually looked at those before.
I didn't know then that I would prefer corpses to living people.
I've always said this. If I were to work in medicine, I'd rather work with dead people because the dead don't complain. Alright, tracing paper. I need a pencil. Not there. Nope. Nada. Wait, I found a pencil. Doesn't count. Do I just need to click on that again? No. Oh, Hang on, I gotta go into this filing cabinet. No, god damn it.
Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself.
No, you can't. I've seen your apartment, guy.
A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
Oh, I thought he meant the atlas. I was like, why would you have this nature atlas? Okay, I don't think it's that one. It's the alligator. Yep.
It makes sense.
Alligator Mississippi. Yes. That is a hard one to say. Mississippi ensis.
Can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Hi. Don't come back.
Ugh.
DJ, do me a favor, clip that. I didn't get to read that. It went by too fast. James Evans. He was unclothed. Why was he unclothed? Well, I guess it's how to arrive unclothed. He had clothes, but... Alright, let's see. Areas of concern. Again, fly in the ointment. He has no head.
And look for other traces using a magnifying glass. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut.
Most people aren't. It takes a very skilled headsman to do so.
Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference.
This makes it sound horrible. Where's my book on the A to Z of executions? Where is that? Ah, it's behind a bunch of other stuff. I haven't got to get it. That's how I know some of this stuff. I read, damn it. I'm a curious boy.
Missed before they finally hit the neck.
Okay.
Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark.
Maybe it was an alligator head, like a taxidermied alligator head.
Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this.
Oh, it's so much better. The air's kicked in. Marks. It was getting really warm in here all of a sudden.
The result of an animal tearing at its
body. We are commenting on his lack of penis.
Soft tissues and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but... well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast.
We also know there was a crocodile. Hello? Can I look at the wrist? There we go.
The imprints are quite deep and even. From
yeah,
the looks of it,
ligatures.
I'd say Evans was just
ligatures is the marks left from rope. They're usually on hands, on like wrists, ankles, or necks on bodies, because that's usually where, if people are tied with their hands and wrists, or if people are strangled. Again, I'm a curious boy. I read. I also wanted to be
Evans' right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects.
Partly because I watched a lot of CSI.
Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds.
Epidermis is the first layer of skin.
There's no end to playing zoologist today.
By the way, DJ, these are the types of conversations I have with our friend. You know the one, the Greek one. I just say that because I don't know if you know what name I call her on stream.
No.
Alright, silicone dispensing gun. Oh, I gotta look around for it. It's in the lab. Okay.
I hope the cement hasn't expired.
Have I actually got to check every drawer? Oh, there it is. I'm just blind.
A month after the due date.
Oh.
It could be worse.
That'll be good enough. Create a cast of the bite marks around the groin. Boy, that's a sentence I didn't expect to say.
Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready.
Examine the cast.
The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area.
Is that human?
Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better.
Alright. I need to look at my headphones. I think they need a bit of a clean. They're just making a weird noise on my ears.
Ink and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints.
Hey, to work.
Paint over the area.
Oh, hang on a second. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I just got a message about going out for something.
Put a piece of paper.
But that's not for another 90 minutes, so I'll be done by then. Those are human. Those are human.
I'll run it through the facts and check it on the computer.
Those look far too
I don't
human.
believe what I'm seeing.
So either someone bit his genitals off, or they cut them off and then bit the wound. Either way is fucked up. Alright.
Loading. Ugh. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth.
I said they were human. I can tell.
I need to tell this to Stephen.
Okay, we're looking at this molar. I think this one? Yes. Oh, we're comparing the front teeth? Why are we comparing those and not the back teeth, which are more pronounced? Either way, I think I got it right. No, I didn't. No.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
You. Yeah, I was trying to base it off the design of, like, the back molars. Are they molars?
It'll probably take a while.
Okay. And now what? Oh, now we're doing the other teeth. Oh, good heavens, okay. Oh, nice, I can put them there first, and then... Oh, okay. No. Yes.
Loading.
Sure, turn it up a bit more.
It'll probably take a while.
Yeah, I'll put it to 0.6. There we are. Now we're doing the molars. That's what I tried doing the first time. Yep.
Loading. It'll probably take a while. Finally.
What?
The partial impression I have may match several people.
Okay.
Okay, this one is in prison, so he's out. Another in prison. No, here's someone with quite.
Well, I'd like to read
interesting
everybody, but I
tendencies.
can't at the moment until he finishes talking.
He's dead. It doesn't fit. This one doesn't either.
Really annoying that I can't scroll
I
through
wasn't
there.
sure it would amount to anything,
Till he's
but
done.
the World Wide Web has been a blessing. I wasn't sure it would amount
Oh, I
to
can't even
anything,
finish
but
reading
the
it?
World Wide Web
I
has
want to
been a
read all the
blessing for
people.
speeding up my work.
Alright.
Back to the body.
Back to the body.
I need to make a note before I start the dissection.
Alright, first of all, no head.
You can see that the tool used was sharp and smooth.
No head, a wound with an uneven structure,
So,
probably after several cuts.
What if it was in the hands of an unskilled person? They look quite shallow.
Bunch of wounds with uneven
Someone must have
cross-section,
inflicted these with some
penetrating
sort of
organs?
primitive
Question mark?
tool.
Alligator bite,
Maybe
post-mortem
something
wound.
chased that alligator away before it bit down properly. Torn tissue, lacerations, bite wounds.
A deep lacerating wound, meat eaten to the bone. Sorry, I thought you asked me to turn up again.
This
That
one
was your
turned out
previous
to
message.
be more troublesome
A
than I
deep
thought
torn
it would be.
wound. Torn pieces of tissue exposing bone. Oh, is that it? We're not going to talk about the glitches? Okay. Let's see. What could be his cause of death? Gee, I don't know. He has no
For
head.
obvious reasons, I record decapitation as the cause of death.
I would say maybe the alligator bite.
Alligators rarely kill
Apparently not.
humans.
Puncture wounds
I
without
need
any
to verify how
cross-section.
deep these wounds go. If they
Suffocation with
punctured the
blood.
organs, hemorrhaging could have occurred. The perfect breeding ground for larvae.
Exsanguination? That means
Fortunately,
bleeding
the
to
deceased
death.
doesn't care about it, just like we do now. The abdominal and genital area are supplied with plenty of blood. If the penis was bitten off while he was alive, Evans could have bled to death.
Yes. But it would take a
I was hoping
lot
for
of
an easier
force.
case.
I don't know how much, and I don't want to find out.
Time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death with the scalpel
Boy, that's a lot of
opened
fat.
the deceased's chest.
It's
Like
a
a
lot
deep
of fat.
in a straight line, avoiding the navel. We see a lot of fat tissue under the skin.
Yeah. He's a big guy. Big boy. He's 130
Remove
kilos.
the ribs. I expect to see even more fat on the organs.
Where are they? Lockers.
Correct.
Yep, that is a
High
fatty
levels of
heart.
Internal fat. Organ size above average due to obesity. I move on to the lung analysis. The deceased smoked cigarettes.
Yup, I'm surprised.
And this is the culprit.
Jeepers, what? You surprised by
Didn't
the
look
cutting
like
open the
holes
body?
were that deep.
Dark,
Such
tarry
hemorrhage
lesions
could
in
have
the
been
lungs,
caused by hitting
smoker's
the chest
lungs.
with a blunt object, or a puncture directly affecting the organ.
Oh, if you want to see something funny, you DJ with this. I won't do it with the lungs, but you can wiggle some of the organs. It's funny.
Open pneumothorax.
4 shallow
at the
holes in
end
the
of
left
this.
upper lobe,
The
2
deceased
in
could
the
have
upper part of
experienced
the lung,
extreme
and 2 near the
hypoxia.
oblique fissure.
And as a result,
The deceased was struck
obstructive
7
shock.
times with a sharp instrument, penetrating the chest. 6 stabs disrupted the continuity of lung tissue, resulting in life-threatening damage.
I wonder what the heart looks like then.
Fatty. That's
The
the
organ
answer.
is enlarged
It's a
with very
lot of
clear,
fat.
light yellow traces of steatosis on the surface. No signs of heart attack.
Here we go. Look at it. It's what they don't tell you. It's what doctors always do when they do an autopsy.
There is a trace of puncture with a sharp object.
The heart is
In
very fatty, no
pneumothorax,
signs of heart
the
attack.
heart rate increases. In the event of such a wound, this would mean bleeding out faster and more. In turn, a sudden increase in the amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is also a life-threatening condition.
A deep heart wound penetrating the left atrium near the left pulmonary vein. Wait, what else is there? What are the oh.
Evans, however,
A shallow wound
is
piercing the left atrium of the heart
remarkably,
from below.
clear,
Mechanical injury to the heart muscle,
considering
stab
this
wound
turn
that
of
disrupts its proper
events.
function. Alright.
This all looks quite...
The liver! I don't want to look at this guy's
I
liver.
wonder if I'll find anything on the liver. The organ is fatty and enlarged.
No
Beginnings
shit!
of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time, nothing to write home about.
The organ is fatty with early signs of cirrhosis, a mild state of disease with no impact on the deceased's death. Okay.
So, I proceed to carefully remove the stomach. Like most other organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged, not to mention swollen.
Last stomach
Due
with
to
no external
gases.
signs of damage.
The main
Time to cut it
of the
open.
deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. The outside is intact. I'm going to check the contents.
Clean your knife, dude. Seriously. I mean, no one's gonna get
Sounds like there's
sick.
an unusually large amount of undigested and now rotten stomach contents inside.
There we go. Ugh.
Blood. Evans had to swallow it due to his injuries, which means he was still alive when he was brutally wounded in the chest.
Delightful. Stomach wall is intact, no signs of bleeding inside the organ. Clots of undigested blood in the stomach contents, which most likely flowed down the upper gastrointestinal tract.
Only the trachea left to be examined.
Well, that would be easy to take out, I think.
Surprisingly, it's not damaged by the decapitation.
How? The trachea is free from wounds and mechanical damage.
I move on to cutting it open.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna find another wedding ring.
Carefully cut, and
I don't know the best way to cut this. There we go. Blood.
Just as I expected. Evans not only swallowed it,
Blood.
but also choked on
Gallons
it.
of the stuff. Give him all what he could drink, and it'll never be enough.
Looks like I can wrap this up.
No, Raid's back.
Let me tie this together.
Opening the trachea revealed deposits of blood and clots. The blood from the injuries blocked. I was reading that. The blood from the injuries blocked the free flow of air,
He was
causing
dealt
him to
several
choke.
penetrating blows to the chest.
Main cause of
and
death
his
was
head
suffocation with
cut
blood.
off. Evans was deprived of his genitals, and the body served as an easy meal for the animals.
I don't think the deprivation of his genitals is what killed him. Wait, what? I was an examination then.
Even though there are a lot of injuries in
What?
the body that could cause death, it was the decapitation that ended Evan's life.
Really?
The animal bites in the limbs occurred after death, so there's no reason to treat these as the cause of
I thought
death.
the
damage to the lungs and heart must have led to severe hemorrhaging, so there's no doubt that Evans was choking in bloody convulsions. But it didn't last too long, which I conclude from the small amount of
Oh,
blood.
okay.
in his
I thought
stomach
that's
and
what killed
trachea.
him was
I never thought I'd
suffocation
ever
with blood.
wish someone to have a heart attack. But in this case,
Alright.
it
Suicide.
would be better
No,
for him.
suicide.
In some way, it can be said with certainty. that
Alright, let's try and
James
get my
Evans was
signature right this
murdered.
time. It's really hard with the stick. Oh. Great.
Oh well.
Sa.
I need to
Not
skip
even
this
Sa,
and we'll
so.
get back up.
Alright. Close him
It's
up.
really bothering me. Something's not right here.
Yeah, this seems really
Even now,
simple.
the organs are relatively clean. The skin around wounds also. It's like someone pumped it out. Christ. I'll leave these questions for the police to solve.
It seems very short as well.
And now I get to head home. It's a fucked up thing. I'll hold off taking long walks in the forest for the near future. I have a feeling that it won't end
It's a
with
short
just
chapter.
one body.
It's okay. I gotta finish up soon anyway.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The body's ready to be picked up.
Sure. Good night.
Alright, Ridley.
I think it's the first time in a long time that I finished work at a decent hour.
It's so strange we didn't have to take our meds.
come
We didn't
on.
have a
Fuck.
panic like that. Oh,
Did
our
I get a
tires
flat tire?
gone. Oh, great.
Fuck. I'm going to
Someone's
Ridley's.
Someone's
Maybe
calling
he
them
saw
this.
something.
Yeah, okay. Someone punctured them with a screwdriver. I was thinking this seemed too simple.
Ridley, do you know what happened to my car?
Ridley. I can't take the name Ridley seriously. I just think of Metroid.
All the tires are fucking flat.
Well,
All of
yeah,
them? Wow, that really is
You
sending a
have a
message.
spare
One
in the
tire
trunk?
is, you know...
Spare ones in the trunk. No one carries 4 fucking extra tires. In the trunk!
Jesus, Handman, calm down. I'll call you a taxi.
Calm down. That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you
I
think?
think it's reasonable to be pissed
you
if
seen
someone's
anyone around
flattened
here?
all 4 of
Someone
your tires.
strange? Suspicious?
Except you?
stretching.
No.
Haha, funny. I don't find all these jokes amusing, you know.
What jokes? Handman, what's wrong with you? It's just tires.
Such things are not a coincidence. What's wrong with me?
This guy is too
keep
laid
happening.
back.
Last week. And now this?
He reminds me a bit of
Just go
old,
wait for the taxi, okay? Fresh
what's
air
the
will
actor
do
I
you
don't like
good.
who's in all the stoner films?
Neither you nor I will do anything about it now.
He voices the pig creature from
Neither you nor I will
Spider-Man
do anything.
Chronicles.
What have you been doing all day? Surely something like this
Yes, I
can't just be
specifically went
overlooked.
for a obscure
Maybe
one
you
that no
should
one
go
will remember.
outside and cool down. I'm calling a taxi.
Cool town.
Seth Rogen. It reminds me of Seth Rogen's whole comment about, like, you know, someone breaking into his car. He's just doesn't care.
I just want to sleep.
Wow, that taxi got here fast. James Evans Jr. That was a super fast chapter.
It would be easier.
Oh wow, we're already here. Okay. Yes, take me out of here. Alright, well that's going to be it for today. We finished up the Lothering section of Dragon Age Origins and did our next 2 chapters of this. I actually went okay with that. I wasn't as anxious with this as I was the first time, which was nice. So yeah, we got one more stream of this. We'll do the last 2 chapters, chapter 4 and chapter 5. I just noticed it's Tony instead of Sony. Hey, Tony! if instead of VHS being like made by the Japanese, it was made by the Italians. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up there for the day. I'll probably do another one of these on Thursday. I'll try and maybe finish up the game, and then do some Final Fantasy. If not, I'll just do Final Fantasy on Thursday, not Friday, only because Friday is Anzac Day, and I don't want to stream that day. Just because, you know, I might be stuff. I might be tired because I can get up early for the dawn service and such. So, yeah, I'll just not stream that day, just personal choice. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some more Week Wednesday. I'll try to do another 2 sections of stuff in Octopath. I'm probably gonna have to do a bunch of off-stream grinding on Octopath as well in between, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, but yeah, that is for tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the streams today, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Actually, you know what? No, what I'll do also is Log still alive? Let's go raid Log. Wait a second. Let's go raid Log. If he's around. He is. All right, I'm gonna go set it up. We're gonna go raid Log. Oh, shut up. How do I do this? It's a whole thing. Oh, there's a way to do it that's super easy. I don't remember it. How have I already forgotten how to do this? Here it is, I found it, okay. Here we are, alright. Alright, I'm gonna go set up, we'll go raid the Quantum Log, and then we will, and then, yeah, and I'll end the stream then. So, yeah, I'll, start it. Here we go. Alright. And I will end the stream right now.